Apex Online Racing is sponsored by Elgato. Apex Online Racing is sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely Stream Deck. For more information about the Stream Deck, the link is in the description below.
Good evening and welcome to what is the final race of this season. I'm your commentator, Rage F1, and I'm joined by, as always, Saffzo. How you doing, buddy? I know you're there, but he can't hear me. See if we can get hold of Mr. Saffzo. We should be in store for an absolute blinder this afternoon. We've got some boys who can do some crazy, crazy things. The likes of Black Goldsaw going for the title. Let's see if we can get the likes of Amir to also challenge for the title. He was in the runnings the whole way through. And I think Darren King is also in a shot for the title. We got three-way tussle for the fight. It is a long shot for Darren to get it. But let's see. Let's see what can happen. When Saffzo's with us, I'm not too sure where he is.
Hello.
He's alive! Welcome, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing alright. How are you doing?
Yee, very good, very good, very good. I'm excited. It's the final race of the season. We got a three-way tussle to the title. Who knows what can happen? Ferrari Niels currently we're on board with.
Yep.
See what he can do.
Technically, it's a four-way battle. Technically.
Well, who else was
but
in?
Realistically, it's a three-way battle.
Is that BMW Niels poking his head in?
Yes, he is 90... What is that? 97 points behind.
Well, guide us down the list. Have you got the standings up there?
Yes, I've got the standings up.
Guide us down. What's happening through the top 10?
Well, at the top, as you've said probably a couple times now, is Black Goldsaw. He's currently at the top with 479 points, so he could go over the 500 threshold, probably will. Then we've got Amir, who's seen me in second. He was the early lead in the championship due to a lack of form up until the last couple of races. He's been pipped down. Then Darren King, he was leading the championship for, was it just one race?
I've got a feeling it was two. But he's always been he's been up there the whole time. I think it was because of a lack of form with Amir mid-season. It's promoted him up a little bit higher than what he should have been, I think.
Yes. Then it's BMW Nielsen fourth, who's just within that range of first, but realistically, I don't think anyone's expecting him to get the title today. Then outside of the championship range, it's Louis Fly. He's a good nearly 80 points off BMW Niels, so I think he's pretty much staying where he is. Then there's Luca Vidalik on 295th and 6th. Jared Martinez in the McLaren in 7th. He's on 292. And Ferrari Niels has actually gone from 10th to 8th. He's just 4 points behind Martinez, and then 6 points behind Ferrari Niels is Valentin Chorus. He's in the other McLaren. Then another Ferrari of Kieran Prendergast. He actually went down from 9th to 10th, and that is the top 10.
Nice, very good. I was just seeing what I could do with the chat, and I accidentally inserted an ad to the middle of the stream, so I'm very sorry.
Oh.
But I hope you liked that ad for probably stocks and shares, or maybe some socks. Or what's the most popular one at the moment? Boxer shorts made out of bamboo. I get that one a lot. So apologies. Don't normally run ads. It was a misslip of the old button. I couldn't get the chat engaged, but I think we're engaged now. So I'm excited. I've got no idea who's going to be at the spiky end of this grid, because we've got some people out here that are throwing down some good times already. Anarev in the Ferrari. I've heard the Ferrari is quite good round here. That's very much out of character for him to go to the top. Then we've got BMW Niels, Luis Fly, Black Gold Saw, Amir Hassini rounding out the top 5. Valentin Chorus, Prendergast, Weidelich, Hubern, and King in the top 10. Yeah, I think the Ferrari's going to go well this afternoon. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Bentley of Black Gold Saw in that top 3 coming over the line. But the real question is how well can this man do when the clock stops running? Can he get himself up to the top? That's Amir, by the way. Can he get himself up to the top spot? He's got a huge amount of pressure on his back, on his shoulders. He's got a chance at the championship, obviously, the best chance out of everyone. But if you're in Black Gold Saw's shoes, you must be sitting pretty. You must be quite happy, content.
Yep. All he needs to do pretty much is just finish probably top 5. That's pretty achievable for him. Just finish top 5, have no incidents. Don't mess up the tyre strategy, and then just cruise on home. You've got the title, everyone's happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Except for everyone who didn't win.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's easy done. Heiko's saying boxer shorts out of bamboo. Where? Mate, have you not seen the advert with boxer shorts made out of bamboo?
I haven't.
Definitely. Bamboo! Yeah, definitely has been. Some Top Gear references coming in there. AP Productions. Hi all. Kieran Prendergast, where's he? Haven't seen him yet. He's in 7th. Your boy's doing well. 10 places up where he normally is. Throwing shade on Kieran. I'm only joking. Anarev still in provisional pole, and he's 2/10 up. BMW Niels is 2/10 up on his current lap. Doing quite well at the spiky end then. Anarev, we haven't seen much of him. Doing a bit of a confusion. Let's see what we can get out of a speedy Amir Hassini. He's 3/10 up now, 4/10 up, really good final sector, amazing last corner it seems, and he's going to cross out the line just below BMW Niels. He must have gotten a very good lap as well. Anarev then pushed down slightly, a couple of tenths, but still very good from him. Hubern, we're seeing a slight return to form, maybe. Weidelich, Luis Fly, Black Gold Saw then slightly out of the running at the moment. Who'd have thunk it?
And in the pits, I wonder if he's made a mistake on the setup, or if he isn't comfortable with the setup at the moment. Because, you know, that far down, you'd think he'd be on track trying to improve that time.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I thought Cuddly Bruno was out on a fast lap then, but he was actually exiting the pits. That's why he was up so much in the first sector. Must have somehow got really fast. That's Valentin Chorus on board with him at the moment, going straight off. That's coming after the Kemmel Straight, I think. Yeah, not too good for him. Back to the pits he goes. Hamza Bellassine then, part of the H3 team. He is currently 20th position. He's up a 10th. Haven't seen much from him this latter end of the season. Flashing people out of the way. Kind of isn't so frowned upon during qualifying, I guess. It's still one of my pet hates, I'm not going to lie. Geordie Sanders, 4/10 up. He's 22nd. That could really move him. We'll maybe stay on board with Geordie Sanders, I think. See what he can do. We've got on a helicam. Get a really good eye in the sky. It's good helicam here. He threads himself down through this middle sector, coming towards Puon. I think it's my favourite corner. What's your favourite corner?
On this track, or
yeah,
ever?
go on. Just in this track, and we'll go to Ever afterwards.
I mean, it's got to be Radion, surely.
Radion, yeah. So what bit is Radion? Because this is always a funny conversation, right? Is it the first bit or the top bit?
It's the uphill bit, the bit where you sort of go left a bit and dip down. That's Eau Rouge.
Ah, okay. So Eau Rouge is the first kink before the uphill, and then the uphill's Radion.
Yeah, so it's Eau Rouge, Radion.
Got ya.
Kind of thing.
Okay. Because everyone says Eau Rouge, they just think of the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it was labelled as that for so long that people point out, actually, no, hang on a moment, that's Radion.
That's Radion, actually. That's where the meme came from.
I knew you were going to pull it. I knew you were going to pull it.
Who was it with the mate? Was that Crofty? I think it was, wasn't it? I can't remember.
The Radion,
The Radion, actually.
No, that was WTF1.
Was it? Okay.
And then they caught on to it because it was like a public, meme thing. It's like,
meme.
We've got to get in with the young kids.
Get in with the kids, quickly. That young YouTuber guy who's come on board, he said it. Let's get on top. So, we're on board with Geordie Sanders. He's a good few tenths up here. He's going to jump right up the board. 12th position, just behind Black Gold Saw. Ooh, more pace needed from Black then. Someone else on a bit.
Starting a lap.
Black Gold Saw, did you say?
He's just starting a lap now.
Ah, good. I was going to say, Canna Beach just about to come across the line. He's a couple of tenths up. Shall we maybe do the whole lap with Black Gold Saw? Seeing as
I think that's a good idea.
the pressure is on in the Bentley. Or the Bentley, as he's Team Bentley. I like the paint job. He always has good paint jobs. I think, was he last year? I think he was in the Hello Kitty, maybe? I
have no idea.
I seem to remember a Hello Kitty. Whether it was a Bentley, I'm not sure.
I mean, it certainly would have been interesting if a Hello Kitty livery won the title.
Did he win the title? Can't remember who. No, whatchamacallit won the... Malinowski won the title last year.
Yeah.
Wasn't in the... Was he in a... No, I can't remember. There was 2 kitty cars. I think there was a kitty Mercedes and a kitty Bentley. Much memes. Many Japanese. Yes. So, Black Gold Saw still hunting for pace. BMW Neil's provisional pole still 2 tenths back. Amir Hassini. That's quite a gap, isn't it? 3 tenths back. Anarev 3.5 to Holborn. Darren King 4 tenths. King doing well. Solman and Vidalich doing well. I think they were part of the duo that won. Well, I think it was actually a trio. Can't remember who was the third. Definitely Solman and Vidalich. I think they competed in the 6 hours of Norfolk recently. Yeah. They were the split one winners. I've got a funny feeling. Can't remember what they're driving. Who knows? Definitely was a Hello Kitty Bentley. Can confirm. Qualifying.
Also,
sorry,
go on.
No.
Just been looking at things. All Gold Saw needs is a top 14, and he automatically wins it.
Well, is that with everyone else not scoring?
No, it's if he finishes 14th, even if Amir wins the race, Amir can't overtake him.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it is almost that much
is that right?
of a done deal.
No, sorry, that is not right.
Okay.
Thank God I checked.
Thank God. Right, so Black Gold Saw's going to improve 3 tenths. That's going to put him into the top 5. It doesn't? Okay. Well, I thought he was up 3 tenths. He must have lost it all in that last sector. He's only gone 9th. He only jumped 2 or 3 people. Oh, more improvements needed, Mr. Black Gold Saw.
Yeah. He needs to finish top 14 if he wants King to not be out of contention. So I was reading King's as Amir's for some reason.
Okay. I was going to say, that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, because if King was 31 points further back, he'd be 100 points back.
Got ya.
So hence, 14th place gets you 32 points, yada yada. So to actually get to Sini, so he would need at least 70 points. Give me a more. 7 there.
That's all right.
Okay, he needs a top 4 for a guaranteed championship win. Top 4.
Okay.
Which he's currently not in form to get in qualifying.
So Black Gold Saw hunting for the top 4. I'm guessing Amir's got to win.
Yes.
Really?
If he finishes 4th, he does, yes.
Okay.
If he finishes any lower than that,
then it starts to change up. Maybe you can only... Yeah, okay, I get you. The pendulum swings. Unfortunately, it's not as easy to follow as the normal... I say normal, as the F1 style scoring, because it's hundreds of points for the win, isn't it? As opposed to just 25.
Yeah.
Scoring is slightly different in this. So, Amir Hassini is actually down. Weird angle to come in. He's stunning again. That's why he was getting a nice wide berth onto the track. So, this is his last run. We've got Anarev, who's 3 or 2... Well, it's gone down to 2 tenths. Off, and he's coming across the line. He has taken pole from BMW Nils. That was an absolute blinder of a lap. Obviously, he does well around here, does Vasily, for simracing.ru. Very speedy boy. Amir then is up a couple of tenths in this first sector. We'll stay with him. See if we can go actually inside with him. There you go. Oh, huge kick of oversteer through Radion and Eau Rouge. And that has called an end to his qualifying. He's not going to take it far any further. And he's back to the pit. That was hilarious. We caught it from inside. So never mind. We will stay on board with another person who can get the pole here. And it's BMW Nils. We followed him most of the season so far. We might as well stay with him through qualifying. He gets Radion and Eau Rouge perfect. No problems whatsoever. No suicide moves.
Darren King is also on a lap.
Okay, we'll keep an eye.
He is just coming up to bus stop now. Ooh, Huben's gone 3rd.
Surprising.
Very.
So we will keep an eye on what Black Gold's doing. I've got his timing up in front of me, but for some reason it's not actually showing, so I don't know if he's on a lap or not. He's done loads of laps. He's done 6. So he's, putting in the pace. It's not for the lack of trying. We just can't kind of hook it up. So just, what's that, 6/100ths separates the two top boys. So BMW Niels is going to be driving out of his skin, really, to get this done. I think he can probably do it. How quick is he through pull on? Down a gear, ready for the power. Nicely done. Short shifting through. Smooth as you like. At the moment, he's not up on his time. He's a 10th down. Sliding over the middle sector like that isn't going to get him time either. Struggling for pace a little bit. The BMW does do well here, especially in the straight, so expect him to claw a bit of time back through this next sector, because that's where his car will come. So we'll stay with him. It's the only man, I think, on track at the moment who can do anything. Possibly Hulburn. He's still out. But no, he's not. He's in the pit. Darren King is the only other man who can knock people off the top spot, and he's 2 tenths up. And he's only got to find another 10th and a half, and he could technically take the pole. So, BMW Niels rounding the last corner. Here we go, coming to the line. What can he do? He's currently down. He has not done it. Ah, never mind.
What about King?
We'll stay with King. I see his frustration there as BMW Niels slaps the back of the car round across the line. He knew he hadn't done it. Darren King is only a 10th up now, so he's lost a bit of time. This would be good, though, for 4th. He would overtake Amir, which is bad for Amir in the championship.
Goldsaw crosses the line, goes up to 9th.
Oh, not good.
Clearly some work to do in the race.
Rounding the last couple of corners then. Darren King, what can he do? He's actually up now, 2 tenths up. He might actually improve quite a bit more. 4th. Okay, not quite there. Close, though. And that's it. That is the end of the viewing. For now, have we got any other people really out of place there? Hulburn did quite well. Weidelich did well. Masood back up there at the top where he needs to be. He was up there at the beginning of the season, wasn't he?
Yep. And he's now 12th in the championship.
Yeah, it just goes to show. Consistency, consistency. Yeah, no one out of the ordinary. Who did we have up there earlier? It was the Russian guy. Anarev. He got it. Obviously, he's still up there. He's in pole. Vasily Anarev got the pole. That's the first pole for him this season. Probably the first pole for him in Split 1 AOR. We'll double check with him at the end of the race. But yeah, so after all of the disappointment of BMW Niels, Darren King, and Black Goldsaw and Amir Hassini not putting in the performances, we had a blinder from Vasily Anarev, and we both missed it. So Voodoo Child said Goldsaw needs to be 4th or better to be champion no matter what. So I think we're going to see an inspired drive from the Bentley man. Whatever happens, we're going to have to see some fireworks, I think, to get a good finish. But let's maybe stay on board with someone always very popular, Cuddly Bruno.
Cuddly.
Setting up their little cars ready for the whole race. It looks like fine conditions, 18 degrees air, 25 degrees track, and it looks like clear all the way through, which you don't normally get in the Ardennes forest, do you? It's normally a bit of rain here, rain there.
Yeah, it's usually pretty changeable, but obviously no one's been doing their rain dances today, and thus there is no rain, but by the looks of it, of course it only shows the next 30 minutes. For all we know, there could be a storm at the end.
There could be a storm brewing, who knows? It's only an hour race. Normally, at the end, last year at the end, they did a nice 90-minuter. But we had a 90-minuter mid-season. That's hard to say, didn't we? We had a long one. Can't remember where that was now.
Wasn't it Bathurst?
Could have been. Yeah, could have been.
I believe it was.
I mean, we've got rubbish memories. We should. What I need to do more often is take a picture of who comes where at the end before we talk to people. Oh, because where did you finish? It's normally my number one line at the end of a race. Never mind. Then swiftly followed up with, who's your favourite wizard? No wizard talk this afternoon, though. It's all serious. Very serious.
How many people are on the grid?
We've got 29. Should we run through them? We've got a minute and a half. Do you reckon you can do it in a minute and a half? 15 each? Go on, you do the top half, I'll do the bottom. Go, go, go.
I do not see the top half. I'm stuck in a pause menu.
Okay. Currently P1, Vasily Anarev. We missed him completely. BMW Niels in second. Nicholas Holburn in third. Darren King fourth. Can you tell I'm going quickly? Amir Hassini in fifth. We've got Redouy Masood in sixth. Luca Vidalik and Canna Beach seventh and eighth. Ninth is Black Gold Saw. A lot to do from him. Geordie Sanders in 10th. Valentine Chorus in 11th. And Valentine Barrier, the double Valentines, in 11th and 12th. Hamir Akwizi in 13th. 14th, we've got Luis Fly. He's a little bit out of place. So is Nico Solman in 15th. Ferrari Niels down in 16th position. Kieran in 17th, somewhere where he normally is. Mike Verman in the really cool coloured AMG Mercedes in 18th. And then we got Cuddly Bruno Cadil in 19th. Gerard Martinez in 20th. Patrick Pagoni in 21st. Hamza Bellasim in 22nd. Jonathan Watts in 23rd. Dominic Goltz in 24th. 25th is Robin Rotterdam, not from the Netherlands. 26th is Marcel Kleinsmith. And 27th, Kevin Niels. We have Aidan Bow in 28th and David Martinez bringing up the rear. We did it. With half a second to go. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here just for today because it's the last race.
Not next week?
No.
Not the week after?
No, I'm actually in Barbados.
Ah. What about Fridays?
Oh, I come back on Fridays.
Ah, very good.
So Amir, Booty Child said, if Black Gold Saw gets fourth, he wins anyway. Lower than that, it depends on Amir's position. Correct. Yeah. Morphe saying, come on, Pad Warrior. Who's playing on Pad? An absolute warrior if he was. I really doubt anyone in this split would be playing on Pad. You never know.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Amir needs a top 14 just to have a chance. So maybe that's what I meant to say earlier.
Got ya. Aero Smudge. Evening, ladies. Yes, indeed. Evening. Has Cuddly Bruno changed his paint scheme? I don't remember it being red.
I don't remember it being red either, so it's very possible.
I've got a funny feeling it was some kind of blackish blue last time.
Pretty sure Anna Frivers changed his because I wasn't able to see his skin before. Can't remember what it looks like. Should we have a look? Oh, no, it's just black for me. Yeah, that's why I said.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just black. Black as the night. Black as my future.
But I didn't remember it being like that before, so you must have changed it between last week and now. Unless I just, again, have an awful memory.
Got you. Is Black Goldsaw playing on a gamepad? Do be silly. If he actually is, I take off my hat that I'm not wearing. I can't believe that.
He can't be.
He is, apparently. He's on pad.
No.
I mean, that is pretty special.
No, I refuse.
Because I would probably just go out on a limb and say there's a good £10,000+ on sim gear in the top 10 alone.
10,000 is a bit conservative, probably more like 30 or 40,000.
In the top 10, yeah. Well, in the whole race, probably 10,000.
In the whole race, probably near 100,000.
Oh, I don't know. That's quite a lot. That would have.
Sim racing is a lot of money.
Okay, so 100,000 divided by 23 drivers.
Isn't just the base for the CSL Elite like 600 quid or something?
Yeah, I think so. It depends.
Yeah.
It depends if these boys are running DDs. I think is Darren King running DD setup? I'm not sure. Can't remember. I know whenever I do watch him, I think he is. He's using a DD1 or 2. Whenever I watch him, he races so close up to the steering wheel. I almost think just, let's take a step back. Have you ever watched any of his content? He's always very close to the wheel. But yeah. I'm absolutely gobsmacked that Black Gold Saw plays with a pad. But, well done. Sell all the Fanatec gear and buy a controller. I think so. That is actually quite impressive. Not going to lie.
It's interesting how he's in this championship position. He finished 20th in the first race.
Yep.
20th. And guess who won that race? Amir Husseini.
Yep. Oh,
it's Gold.
Off the track.
Hopefully that's not foreshadowing for later.
I've got a funny feeling we're going to have a bit of a struggle with Black Gold Saw this afternoon.
You think?
Well, you know, P9 and the quali, maybe he just couldn't put it together. Maybe he didn't have the tyres right, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure. I haven't been looking a lot on Discord to see what people were saying about pace, because I wanted a bit of a blank canvas. So I've got no idea. I know the Ferraris go well around here. I know the BMW goes around here. You would have thought that the Bentley goes that good around here because it's a bit of a boat, but who knows?
And he may finish 20th in first race. In the second race, he finished 31st. And guess who won that race? Amir Hosseini.
Was it Amir Hosseini? Funny enough.
It was.
Amir must be kicking himself because he had such a good, strong start. We just thought Amir's going to run away. But didn't come good. We found out his weakness, didn't we? It begins with H and ends in O.
Mm-hmm.
Got 2 in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I think, seeing as we're here, we'll stay on board with Mr. Black Gold Saw, because it's going to be a crazy start for him. He has to make things happen, otherwise we're going to have fireworks, I think, at the start. Don't know if I can justify going on board. Nah, screw it, let's go on board. We will miss out what happens with Anarev and BMW Niels, because I think there's going to be a surprise start. I don't know what's going on at the start. Oh, and it's round the corner, isn't it?
Yeah.
Always confuses me. It's round the corner for the GT3 start. It's not here.
Which I suppose makes sense. It's a longer runner.
Yes, it does make sense. Also, quite scary for people at the back of the pack because they start on the corner.
Yes.
I think in the 12 hours of Spa that AOR did, we started on the other start. So far back. Right, well, we're going to run down to the line. It's not too far. We're almost going to go green for an hour around Spa. We're going to stay on board with Black Gold Saw because he's going to have an amazing start, but he's got really fast boys around him. They've gone green, and he's got a very good start. He's already got a run on Cannabich and Vidalik in front. Oh my god, we go too wide through Rouge and Radion. Looks like Darren King's getting a bit spicy. Black Gold's got himself a good drive. He's already up, almost already up one place. He's got Cannabich ahead. I thought Cannabich is behind because he's in the Ferrari, so he's got one up. We just haven't updated. That's Luca in front with Masood challenging. There's so many people going off the end of the Camel. They are almost 4 wide, but no, we are good. No knocks, no touches. I've got no idea what's happening behind because we're exclusively looking at the front.
They're getting so close.
That was very close.
I'm getting flashbacks to Zandvoort.
Yeah, almost going into the back of Redoui Masood, but manages... Oh my god, he's going round the outside. Luka Vidalik in front, still putting up a good defence. I think he's got Masood done. That's 2 positions in 2 or 3 corners. Black Gold Saw is on a march. Let's see if we can get outside of the car, though. See if we can get more viewing. Anarev looks like he's managed to keep his position. Look who's up there in second, though. Darren King, followed closely by BMW Niels. Holborn staying strong, too. Then Hosseini, Masood, Vidalik. And then the boy we're focusing on quite heavily here, Black Gold Saw, because he's the current championship leader and the main really runner. He's got to get up into 4th position to keep the championship hopes alive. And his current competitor, Amir Hosseini, is in 5th. So... really, it's not going his way, but he's got a couple of minutes to sort himself out. 58 of them, to be exact. And we've got a long way to go. Anything else going on?
Well, BMW Niels got past King. Hosseini moved up to 5th. And I believe he meant to kill the championship hopes, not to keep them alive.
Well, yes.
He doesn't exactly want the championship to be open to him here, does he?
Who? No, he doesn't. No, sorry. No.
Yes.
No. Well, that's what I mean. He needs to keep his championship hopes alive.
Oh, his... right.
Yes.
Okay.
He gets another position. So that's 3 places in 1 lap. You saw at the back there, going round the... I think through the inside of Vidalik to cross over the line. He's in 6th position. He started in 9th. That's incredible. A little bit more pace to get to the next gap, but Black Gold Saw is doing pretty much everything he needs to do to get the championship. I don't know what to say. I'm actually quite gobsmacked. All of that on a controller. Anarev running away. By the looks of things, got some good pace on him this afternoon. BMW Niels is the first train here with Darren King, Hosseini, Holborn. And this is exactly not what Amir needs because he's got Black Soul hot on his heels.
Yeah, the quicker he gets past Hosseini, if he even does get past Hosseini, the better. Because you know when Goldsaw gets there, he's just going to be hounding that pressure on him. But Amir's not in an overly comfortable position either. He's gone a little bit deep into the chicane. Nothing too exciting though. But yeah, Amir, he's behind 3rd place in the championship, ahead of someone who's been very strong in the last few races, and he's got the championship leader bearing down on him even further back.
There's a good little bundle of cars for 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, I think 12th. And Geordie Sanders is almost part of that, I think. Yeah, we've got a real good battle going on here. We're on board with Masood at the moment. We might jump, actually, to see his rear wing, because it's probably quite scary. So, yeah, that's Chorus, Canna Beach, and Barrier. And then further back to them is Acqueezy, Saunders, and Fly. So we've got a couple of groups making their way. I think we're going to see some moves with Saunders and Acqueezy right in the very background there. They look incredibly close. Saunders, the aggressor. Black Gold Saw is a second and a half away from the next man that he needs. Scrap that. He's half a second away from the man that he needs. He's on an absolute charge. What were we saying? He's not going to be on pace, but he is.
Yep.
Yep. He's reeling in Holborn. What a first couple of laps for Black Gold Saw.
Yeah, it's really been the dream side. If he hadn't got past those people, that this race would be so much more difficult for him.
I mean, he literally picked up his little skirt and ran because he had to. really, really had to. Anarev has picked up his skirt and run. He's a second and a half away from these guys already. And I think it's a matter of time before Nick Holborn's going to have to move out of the way for Black Gold Saw because he's going to get very racy on behind him. He's now only 4 tenths, probably even less than that as we come across the line. It's going to be a matter of time. It's probably going to happen at the end of the Kemmel. Let's have a little sit on board with Black Gold and see what he can do. Not too sure how good this car is down the straight. I know the Audi is still pretty good in the legs, so we should we'll probably have to wait, I think, maybe until after the Kemmel before we see another change. I guess it gets increasingly harder to get past people the longer you get up and the closer you get to the spicy end of the grid.
Yeah, it's the quicker they are, the better they are in the braking sense, making it harder for you to outbrake them. So you need to try and make the moves on the straights. But if they're quicker, they're likely to be quicker on the straights, yada yada. It's very difficult.
Indeed. Masood was very close to Chorus then. It was actually 0.017 at the end of the Kemmel, but it has eked out slightly. And he's still being absolutely hounded by a pack of Ferraris from Canna Beach, Barrier, Sanders and Acqueezy, all very, very close together. Well, we'll stay with Black Gold Saw and Nick Holborn because this is going to be an incredible tussle, I think. Nick Holborn, though, he's got experience of keeping people behind him. Was it the whole of Kyalami he had, was it Luka Vidalik behind him the whole time? Came across the line and lost it.
It was a different race. It might have been Kyalami. Where did Huben finish there? Did Huben even take part in Kyalami?
I think so. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I think he did.
It's not showing him in the race results. Oh no, there he is. 23rd.
Okay, alright, scrap that then. Can't remember where he was holding up the pack. Who came first and second at Kyalami?
It was Harteveld and Weidelich.
Oh, it was, yeah, Chris Harteveld and Weidelich that were battling, not Holborn. Yeah. There was almost a move from Black Gold Saw, but it didn't quite happen. A little bit of a stalemate, I think, these boys. They're getting close, but I think Black Gold Saw is struggling with the pace of that Audi.
Yeah, you really need some kind of straight line advantage, either a good exit of
Look at that behind. Sorry to interrupt you. We've got Masood being absolutely mugged by a flanking Canna Beach, I think. And Chorus, yeah. So they've got past. So Masood not got a lot of pace this afternoon. I think behind him now he's got Canna Beach and Valentine Barrier. So he lost 2 positions there. The flock of Ferraris and McLarens are getting past quite quickly.
Yeah, I believe Acqueezy and Sanders have swapped places. Pretty sure Sanders was in front before. Now it is Amanda Acqueezy in the 404 not found Ferrari. And actually, BMW Niels and Darren King have been slowly catching Alfred in the front. It was 1.3 seconds a few laps ago.
Yep, you're
it's
right.
now less than a second.
Yep, you are right. We might have some changes.
We very well might.
As people settle into their pace, I guess, race pace, it's that consistency starts to tick along. You got the likes of BMW Niels, Darren King, Amir Hassini are incredibly good at that consistency. Anarev, not to say that he's not, but we haven't seen the evidence this season that he's able to tick along at that kind of pace, so that might be why he's slowly dropping off. Yep, 6/10 now, so it's dropping off a little bit more than we thought. They're only 10 minutes into this race, so it's got a lot longer to go. Considering how quickly that's going down, I don't think it's going to stay the way it is for much longer. Can you imagine if Darren King was to take out Black Goldsaw and Hassini was to stop and have a problem, BMW Niels would win the championship?
I mean, anything can happen.
You could. I don't know if I've ever seen that many people actually fall off before. Oh, well, we did have a change there. Was that Hassini and Darren King almost changing round? No, they're just coming across the line. We're on board still with Masood. Black Goldsaw and Holborn are still close, but not close enough, I think.
Prendergast is in.
That's a bit of an early one.
That must be for damage.
Must be.
Can't see any on the rear, so if there is any, it's on the front. I can't see any damage, can you?
I'm not on board with him at the moment. Best of him. Let's see if we can... Oh, it'll be changed now if he's already in there.
Ah, that looked like a drive-through.
Oh, possibly, yeah. If he just went straight through, then definitely was.
Yeah. But I didn't see a drive-through penalty thing come up.
Neither did I. Not too sure what he was doing. I mean,
seen it in race control.
I know sometimes you can make mistakes and end up in the pit lane, but maybe not here. Don't think I've ever seen that before.
Oh no, this is where you make the pit stop, my apologies. So you drive through that first bit, go around the corner, and then you're at the actual pit box.
Ah, okay, so we hadn't actually got to his pit box yet, because the GT3 one's so big, yeah? Got ya.
Yeah. Yeah, I am not used to these pit lanes.
I know, it's a crazy pit lane, isn't it? You never normally use this size of pit.
No.
So he just hadn't got to his assigned pit box yet.
He has stopped in his box now, so maybe just some light suspension damage from tapping someone's side. 4 people have pitted before him, the 2 Martinez and Kleinschmidt. They've all already pit, so something must have happened in the back that we didn't see.
Yeah, we were too busy concentrating on this top 10 that we've ignored some of the stuff that's happened towards the back. So I'm sure race control will let us know if we've got any changes or got any penalties.
I can have a look in replay. Seeing as you can't.
I was going to say, you best have a look in replay.
Right. What car number is Louis Flay?
Louis Fly is 144.
Oh, thank you. Okay, 144. What has happened to you?
Black Goldsaw slowly working out Nick Holborn. After that flurry of performance at the beginning of the race, he seems to have met his match. He's taking it easy now. He's in 6th. He's only got to earn 2 more positions, and he's got the championship wrapped up. But the person sitting pretty in 4th position, holding him back, would be Amir Hassini, his championship rival. So, not too sure what would happen if they were to swap. I would have thought, considering Hassini isn't winning, that Black Goldsaw would probably still win. But let's see. Not too sure. Not going to call it yet. We've still got a good 48 minutes to go. It's good to see the front pack so close. Everyone back down to 6th position is within a second of each other, so it's pretty close stuff. It's opened up a little bit between Vidalich, Chorus and Masood. So 7th and 8th are running away from 9th, who's still being hounded by the group, now split by McLaren of Ferraris. So it's like a poker hand, isn't it? 4 Ferraris over 1 McLaren. What have you got?
I'm currently looking for... Fly didn't have any kind of incident. He just came into the pits very early.
Right,
so
random.
I
Maybe
wonder if that was what Prendergast was doing.
Possibly. Wrong tyre pressure or something, maybe?
Maybe. I'm just looking at Kleinschmidt. I think Kleinschmidt did actually have damage on the rear.
Okay.
So I'm just looking through for how that might have happened. Because I think he came in a lap earlier than Fly. It did look like it was getting very close. Ah, he got tapped.
Ah, okay. Well,
you know the long left-hander before bus stop?
Yes.
Yeah, he got rotated on that kink.
Oof.
or just before it.
I can never remember what that corner's called. We always call it the Belgian 130R.
Let me actually have a look, see what it's called.
It's
Because
called
I've heard it so many times.
Blanchiment.
Blanchiment, that's it.
Black Gold Saw all over the back. All over the back. And inside of Nick Holburn. Always going to take a run for the inside. Not quite there. But this is allowing Vidalich and Chorus to get close. Black Gold Saw's going to have to make a move soon. So if Amir can get to P2 and Black Gold Saw stays in P6, they end up tied on points, I'm assuming. Then it will go to countback, which I'm sure Amir would probably win because he's got a lot more race wins. I don't think it's going to stay where it is. I think Black Gold Saw's got it in him to get past Holburn. It's whether Hassini can maybe get into the lead, and then it will really spice things up. So let's see. Thanks for the insight, Mr. Fizzy. I just feel Black Gold Saw's trying at the wrong parts of the track to get past. He's trying in the slow down bits. Maybe if he can just get close enough and stay with him, and maybe have a go down at the end of the Kemmel, or maybe force a mistake. Who knows?
Something interesting?
Yes, always.
They're actually on equal wins.
Are they? Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
They've both got 3. The only other person to win a race is Harteveld.
Really?
Yes.
That's incredible. I did not know that. Crazy.
Amir won the first 2. Black Gold Saw won the next 2. Then Amir got his 3rd. Harteveld got his only one, and then Black Gold Saw won last week.
Of course, because Amir didn't deserve that win in the middle. Do you remember it came to him?
The Suzuka one?
Yeah, he got a crazy win out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I've got a funny feeling something happened. But anyway, Black Gold Saw getting very close to Nick Holburn now, again, in the same sector. So that Audi then struggling, maybe on the entrance or exit of corners, where Black Gold Saw is a little bit more smooth. I feel that Black Gold Saw's got pace here, and he just can't get past. He's not being released. Nick Holburn's holding him slightly. But ever so slightly, it's so close, but you can see the gap, look, to those top boys just slowly eking as where Holburn's having to defend, losing that kind of pace that he needs to stay with them. Black Gold Saw looking for a run around the outside as we get to Blanchiment. I don't think it's going to happen here. It's going to get close, coming down to the last chicane. Nick holding the inside, almost moving under the braking point. That's very, very close. Little naughty, but I think it was just about safe. That could have caused a huge accident, but I think we're okay. A little bit of hesitation from Black Gold Saw. Almost wanted the inside, but Nick was definitely not giving it to him. And that's cost him a bit more time. That's Vidalich and Chorus giving a little bit of a leg up. And they're going to be right on the back of these two soon if they don't hurry up. And we're going to have a tussle, a 4-way tussle, to get into the top 5.
So just another update on the Kleinschmidt situation. So Watts, I was behind.
Yes.
He was gaining on Kleinschmidt. I think maybe he was closer than he thought it was. Very, very slightly tapped the rear of Kleinschmidt, which completely unsettled the rear. He went crashing his rear into the barrier. Then Kleinschmidt went for a little spin of his own, probably from hot rear tyres, then came into the pits for repairs.
Oh, I think Black Gold Saw's done it. He sent it around the outside at the end of the Kemmel, and I think we're on board with him as he did it. I think he has. Yes, he's got past Nick Holburn. An inspired bit of braking. And if he is actually on a pad, then, you know, kudos. Hats off. And Nick Holburn's getting attacked by Luca Vidalich straight away. Out of the pan, straight into the fire. Well done, Black Gold Saw, upper position. He worked for that one. That one didn't come easy. And now he's off, and he's got... Darren King's been passed by the looks of things. We missed that. Amir Hassini in the battle that we just got focused on. Amir Hassini has got past Darren King at the exact same time that Black Gold Saw got past Nick Hassini. So, I mean, Nick Holburn, sorry. So we had a change of the guard throughout the pack. Title hopes are still alive, it seems. Oh, I don't know what I don't know how to call this. This is going to be tough all the way to the end. You know what else we missed? We missed a change for the lead. BMW Niels is in the lead. Anarev is down 1 position. We must have missed that a while back because it looks like he's already got some pace on him. What happened? We were too busy focusing on Black Gold Saw and his fight with Nick Holburn. We actually missed a change for the lead. As always, Saff, missing the best stuff.
I mean, at least I got the excuse of trying to figure out what was going with the early stops.
Yeah, I got
Turned out Kleinschmidt was the only one actually pitting for damage. Everyone else just came in early.
Random. Talking of coming in early, Amir Hassini is in the pits.
Oh.
That is strange.
Huben as well.
Yes, followed by Huben. So, interesting ploys from across the grid. Black Goldsaw then been released, and he's got nice clean air, and he's got Darren King in front of him. Then Anarev, and then BMW Niels. Sorry, what were you saying?
Niles is in the Bentley.
Oof, lots of people in.
Brown's in.
Camel Bentley. Yep, Aidan Brow also in. Well, this is released BMW Niels. It could be a bit of a fly in the ointment for some of these boys looking for championships.
Goldsaw now into 4th, obviously. That's because some people have come into the pits. Unless he overtook Husini before. Again, I was busy checking the Le Replay.
He did not overtake Amir.
Okay.
Yeah, so title still up in the air.
So it's all going to depend on how held up or lack of held up. He gets 5-second penalty for car 14. That's Gerard Martinez.
Gerard Martinez.
Oh, we've got a few more. We've got
drive-through for John Watts.
For car 6.
Yeah, John Watts.
That must have been for the not Prendergast, Kleinschmidt incident.
Possibly. Drive-throughs, though, aren't normally added on by the race control. Drive-throughs normally an in-game.
Yeah, no, that's by server.
Yeah.
What's that for?
It could be for track limits. It could be for, yeah, normally track limits drive-throughs, but it could be for something else. Speeding into the pit
Watts
lane.
has pulled over.
John Watts has pulled over. That's never good.
At Pouon.
Pulling over at Pouon, and he's in the pit.
Don't know why he's doing that. Maybe he thinks the drive-through is unjust. It's come through in race control that he's got drive-through, so...
Well, he has actually left the game, so he actually didn't want any more of this, and he's pulled over and got out. That's not good for the Team Shazoo, man. Never mind.
Yeah, so we have the penalties on the race control now. So contact between cars involving 210 and 333. Sorry, 210 and 333.
That's Robin Rotterdam, and was it 333, did you say?
Yes.
That is David Martinez.
Yep. That was turn 11 on the first lap. There's no further action on that.
Okay.
Then, as we were just saying, Watts and Kleinschmidt, 6 and 298. Drive-through penalty for car 6 for causing a significant collision. So they saw that tiny tap as significant, which is interesting. I mean, it had a significant impact.
That's probably why.
Yeah, Joel. Yeah. Contact between cars involving 404 and 79. So that is 79.
709.
No, 79.
179.
No, 79. 79.
Oh, Geordie Saunders. Sorry. 71289. Yes, that's the one.
And 404, which was that was a queasy. Contact between them, lap 2 turn 7, no further action. And then the penalty for 14. Contact between cars 14 and 144. So that's Fly.
Martinez.
And, yes. Lap 5, turn 1. Oh, there's a turn 1 incident. 5-second penalty for causing a minor collision.
Oosh. Okay.
And Aaron Fred has come in.
Yes, he came in quite on early. That's put Black Goldsaw up into 3rd. There's the top 3 then. They're actually got some nice clean air in between them, which is odd. See the top 3 now separated by quite a bit. BMW Niels then in that BMW, absolutely flying. Who else have we got out and about and doing good times? Let's see who's close and who's far away. I think the whole pack is kind of spread out a little bit now. Anarev then, he's
been released.
He has been released. We need to see what happens with Anarev and... Where is he? Where is the man, the myth, the legend, Amir Hassini?
He has got past Weidlich and Chorus. And Huben's just got past them.
But he's, importantly, not past Anarev.
He is not. Anarev is quite a way ahead.
He is quite a way ahead. So that early pit stop for Amir Hassini, because maybe getting caught up in traffic, did not do well for him. But Nick Holborn is still just behind him. So,
Masusen.
There you go. So it's 4 seconds, the gap now between Hassini and Anuev. Well.
Sanders is in. Veerman is in. Or Veerman, however you pronounce it.
So yeah, no Porsche in the league. No Porsche in the league. Last year, it was a Porsche Cup. This year, no Porsches at all. Not even one. You rarely see the Porsches out on track anymore. They've been slapped so much.
Have they just been massively nerfed?
Massively, yeah.
How so?
Well, they were just OP, you know? Especially some of these speedy boys. They could just really run away in a Porsche.
Right.
But yeah, no, the BOP changes and tyre changes have really not helped the Porsche. It's still quick, but it's not as quick as you get in the new Ferrari, the new Mercedes, BMW in certain places. I feel that the McLaren's got a little bit of a tick as well. It's somewhat faster than it used to be, but the Ferrari is very good. I can never get on with it, but there you go. What cars don't we have in this season? We don't have a Lexus, I don't think, anymore.
Yeah, I think that one left.
The only Aston is Martinez. I don't think we got any more Aston Martins in this split. I think it just really turns to personal preference. Unless you got one of those nutters out in the NSX, it's not really. So it'll be interesting to see what happens after this this pit phase kind of finishes. We've still got those top boys out and going round. That's the gap then that was the lead as you just go past the screen.
King's in.
Nice, okay.
Goldsall's followed him.
Right. Let's stay with these boys then as they come in. Hopefully they get a good pit.
Beach in. So I think it's fair to say pit window is now definitely open. Cadill's in.
Yeah.
Cuddly Bruno. Patrick stays out. Bel Hassini stays out. Rotterdam comes in. Gultz stays out. And everyone else is pit.
You know who didn't pit?
Who?
BMW Niels. Stayed out.
He didn't. Maybe he's trying to get that 50-50 strategy.
Possibly. He's going to be fast towards the end of the session. Why not? It's a very strange pit, this, isn't it? You're almost in the pit forever.
What will be interesting to see is Black Goldsall compared to Hassini, because if Goldsall was behind Hassini, wasn't he? So if he's jumped him, then that's going to be very important.
Indeed, yeah. I think we should probably, seeing as we've got Darren King in the pits now, let's jump on board with Hassini and let's go on the typical, just about to come out of the pit cam, which is this one. Can he keep him behind? This is the big question. Did he do a good enough pit stop himself? Anarev stayed ahead by at least 3 seconds. I thought the gap wasn't that big. Give us a shout as soon as you see Black Goldsall being released. Because we've got
King's been released.
Hassini crossing the line. Well, the F1 line at least now. This is going to be tough. It's going to be tight.
Goldsall released. Very close. He's jumped King.
Wow.
But what about Amir?
Amir is coming down the straight now. Just about to enter Rouge and Radion.
He's going to have the speed. Oh, this is going to be close.
Oh, depression cam. I don't think we saw the overtake. But it's coming close.
He's got the massive overspeed, but can he get him before the corner? Yeah, he can, surely.
Nicely done.
Oh, it's going to be close. Goldsall trying to stay in there, can't quite. King going around the outside. And it looked like Goldsall jumped both of them. And he's now just been passed by both of them.
Ooh, we got them down the Camel. King going hugely defensive. As you come into this middle section, he is.
Oh, very nearly rotating Goldsall.
That would have spelled disaster for Black Goldsall. He's got to be careful now. You've got to think about championship hopes. Nick Holburn's doing very well to stay with them after that change of tyres. But Anarev has pulled an absolute blinder. He's still 3 seconds ahead.
Yeah, Anafred is doing very well, but crucially, BMW Niels is in.
Okay, I think we should, when we get closer, we should go in the depression cam again.
Which one is that again?
That's the rear-facing camera on the rear wing, so you can see if they get past coming out the pit or not. I don't know if you can view that one.
I don't think I can.
No. We can, and we're seeing Black Goldsaw on the outside of Darren King, or coming up to Blanchimont, almost making a move, but not quite. We'll go on to Darren King's depression cam.
He's going for it down
He
the
is.
inside. He's not going to have the grip on the exit.
Brave.
Nope, he's had to tuck behind.
I did notice a bit of damage on the side of Black Goldsaw's car.
Ooh.
Yeah, on the inside, I think there was a bit of damage from scraping.
BMW Niels has been released.
Oh, I
There's
forgot.
Anafrev.
Forgot about the depression cam.
I think Anafrev is going to have him based on what happened with Amir and Goldsaw. Well, but,
I mean, it's going to be really, 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 really
No,
close.
No, he's not going to have him. He hasn't got anywhere near the overspeed Amir had. So clearly Goldsaw and King must have had a not-so-good exit from the pit lane because BMW Niels is in the lead.
He managed to hold his lead by extending slightly. That was very, very good. Right, well, let's jump back to see what's happening in this battle that was been hotting up. Oh, a little bit of a gap now. We must have missed something because Darren King and Black Goldsaw are separated by a second or so. Black Goldsaw's in 9th position, but that should come down by 4 when the pits sort themselves out.
Yeah. And Weilich has gone past Hubern, and Course is right behind them, so that's going to be an interesting battle to see. Speaking of 4 positions given they come in, 3 of the top 4 have come in, only Solman has stayed out. He's the last remaining man not to pit.
Why not? Do something different. Who knows?
He will now be able to say he is led in the AOR T1 finale.
Yeah. Definitely can. Morphe saying Jake. I think that's a reference to when we were talking about crazy cars like the NSX.
Yes.
Jorge Rojas saying hola. How you doing, Jorge? Probably absolutely butchered your name. Yeah. João Laroque. Hey guys, Brazilian greetings. How you doing? How is it over there? Pretty tough times in Brazil at the moment, isn't it, with the old COVID?
Yeah, they've had it really bad, at least at some point. I don't know what it is at the moment, but at least at some point it was one of the worst in the world or something.
It was, yeah. My cousin is currently in Brazil.
Oh.
Constantly sending me pictures of him on the beach, which is not fun. Each to their own. Why not? In the middle of a pandemic, let's go to the beach.
Yeah, that's how people be.
The gap's opened up slightly, then Black Goldsaw suffering a little bit behind Darren King. I'm sure he will be able to rope him back in slowly. Nico Solman then still out and about. We're going to probably change around some of these times in a minute. There we go. Let's start moving around as we come through this first sector. There we go. Right, Black Goldsaw then in 6th. Darren King 5th. Amir Hassouni 4th. Anarev 3rd. BMW Niels 2nd. But those will probably jump up one because Nico Solman is out of place. So, technically at the moment, Black Goldsaw is 5th. So he's not quite in 4th, where he needs to be to win outright. But, considering that, Amir has to win the race, doesn't he? If he wants to keep his hopes alive. So, at the moment, it's still Black Goldsaw winning the championship. So, he's doing everything he can do to keep the hopes alive. Oh, I do love a championship decider.
Okay, let me just see. If Amir wins, then that would put him, what, 70 points in front? So.
Maths intensifies.
Yes.
Literally, Saffzo's just screaming in maths.
No, internally, yes.
Internally screaming in algebra. Cannon Beach was...
Sad math noises.
Literally. Sad math noises intensify. Cannon Beach was very close to Chorus and Huburn just then, but he's dropped back slightly. Don't think intentionally, it's just happened. Solman is still out. He hasn't pitted yet.
Yeah. I think you wanted to say I've led a full lap in the A1 finale.
It's almost borderline madness at the moment, but why not? Might as well stay out and see what happens. Where to view the results table? Nikita Popov is saying, I think you can review it. I'll see if I can post a link for you guys so you can see it in the chat. You might not have access to it, but I will pop it in there anyway, just in case you do have access. It be there. Okay. So you should be able to see it. Currently leading the standings is Black Gold Saw, and then Amir Hassini, and then Darren King. But so the points are all sorted out at the moment. It's not a huge gap between Black Gold Saw and Amir Hassini. And Amir at the moment is a fair few places ahead of Black Gold Saw. So it is all up in the air at the moment. We shall see when it comes down towards the end what whereabouts we are. Got plenty of time to go yet. Plenty of things can happen. Let's go, Begoni. Where is Patrick at the moment? Can't quite see him.
Patrick is 18th.
18th, yeah.
He's in a battle with Gerard Martinez.
He is. Martinez with a 5-second penalty. Not very good. Sad times. Sad times indeed. Chorus and Holborn, and Weidelich for that matter, have been next to each other. At least Chorus and Weidelich and Cannon Beach for pretty much the whole race. This battle that we're watching at the moment, since they got past Masood, they've still been like nose to tail, nose to tail, nose to tail, and it looks like Valentin Chorus is getting up the outside of Nick Holborn, thinking better of it, trying to make moves, going down into the hairpin. Don't think he's going to get it done here. You're going to have to wait until next time round. Chorus, ever the opportunist, but I don't think he's going to get it done there. Must be hard for Nick, though, because he can't really make too many inroads on Weidelich. They're both in the same car. It all comes down to raw talent and your right foot.
Jeez.
I thought it was going to be a move there between these boys, but obviously not. It's still very close. And what's this? This is 7th, 8th and 9th. And 10th, technically. Nick Solman still out. Still. Black Gold Saw has dropped off a little bit now from Darren King, which is worrying. I really do hope there's not been damage that's coming into it now. Oh, Cannon Beach weaving in the background behind Chorus. More scaring than anything else. Sorry, you were going to say?
Oh, I'm just looking if... So Hassini's in net third right now, correct?
He is, yes. Black Gold Saw is in 5th, technically.
Yes. If he finishes third, Gold Saw needs a top 7 to stay in front.
So he's still there. He's still got it.
Yes. As long as he stays in the top 7, and Hassini doesn't go above third, he is safe.
Okay. So what happens if, say, Hassini comes second and Black Gold Saw stays where he is?
Let's see. So he's currently in that 5th. I'm getting 66. Humbug.
More maths, internal screaming.
Yes. Oh, it'd be very close.
Yeah.
Okay, so hang on. I may need to use a calculator.
It's okay. It's confusing. I've got one literally in my hands right now. I'll try and squeeze it through the microphone.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
It's okay.
Okay, so if Amir was to finish second, did you say?
Yes.
Yes. So
Chorus going for the outside in the same place on Holborn. I think Holborn's going to have it, though. Cannabeach is getting very close through all this action. He wants a little bit of slice of the pie, but I think he's going to have to wait until next time. All of this is letting Weidlich run away. And that's exactly what he wants to do, because he's currently in 7th position. Exactly. Quick maths. That's what we want, Saf. Quick maths. Use a calculator for quick maths.
Oh, if Goldsaw finishes 6th, they would be drawn on points.
6th and 2nd.
Sorry. If Amir finished 2nd and Goldsaw dropped down to 6th, they would be drawn on points, and they'd have the same amount of wins.
Oh, then that would be really spicy. So Black Goldsaw, if he goes down a place, which if he's got damage,
it's very possible.
It's very possible, considering Chorus looks like he's faster than both these boys as he goes for a move at the end of the Kemmel. He's not going to have that done.
Cannabeach has gone past.
Oh, and he's nipped him. I think Cannabeach is okay. He's still on the outside. He's tucked back in. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that was Chorus's fault. It was literally just a slight tap. Didn't realise he was there.
Yeah.
So
actually, we're seeing about Goldsaw potentially dropping down. King is getting close to Hissini. So that's not what really Amir needs, is it?
Definitely not.
3rd place in the championship, trying to mess with things.
Darren King having a bit of a blinder then, it seems. Doing very well. It's always good to see Darren King go forwards, because, I don't mean to be mean, but he qualifies very well, but sometimes he doesn't always keep that position throughout the race and seems to be a little bit of a stopgap. But not today. He's doing very well, and he's keeping up with the punches. Ever since he did that pit, at least, he's been very much on pace, and I think he's almost taken Black Goldsaw a little bit by surprise, because he's just run away, which is exactly what he needs to do, but not so much for, I guess, the only person going to suffer with King's pace, like you were saying, is Amir in front. We're going to see a tussle, I think. If King gets close to Amir, it's going to bring Black Goldsaw ever closer. We might have a little bit of a 3-way tussle to the end, which would be very good. I only just noticed, we only got 19 minutes left on the clock. All of this kerfuffle. And it looks like that Solomon did pit. We missed it.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I would have pointed it out, but I believe you were in the middle of saying something.
It's okay. It often happens. I'm often saying stupid things. At least not about wizards this time. We've gone off the wizard subject. Nothing about biscuits this week either. That was a weird line, but it worked for him. Good pace through there. Amir Hissini. We were talking about corners, weren't we? Oh, let's not talk about corners, because Darren King is just about to make a move on Hissini.
On a dummy.
That was a lovely move, wasn't it? Good stuff, but Amir gets on the brakes that little bit better. That was a good move.
Yeah. But it does mean King is a threat.
Definitely. So I was saying, corners. What was your favourite? Radion, did you say? Or Eau Rouge?
Radion.
Radion here, yeah. If it finishes like it is, Goldsaw wins the champion by 15 points. Yep. I'm not sure it's going to stay how it is. I think Darren King is going to get past, and I think Black Goldsaw is going to have a go on him as well. And he's going to win by even more than that. Amir then suffering in this latter end of this race. Not had the pace. He did pit early, didn't he? Maybe he was trying to fix something, change something with the tyre pressures. Maybe it's not worked so well.
That's definitely a possibility.
Yep. Might be running out of tyres. What's the track doing? It's come down a degree, but that's not going to have much of a change. Look at that gap now, look. You can see as soon as Darren King starts to put some moves on Amir Hissini, Black Goldsaw's right there, ready to pounce. See what, see if King's got it in him to have another little punt at Amir before Black Goldsaw has a go, because it's going to happen in a minute. One of them's going to have a little fight. We're that close. Just over 15 minutes to go. Final race of the season. Darren King getting a little bit weavy behind Amir, saying, I'm here. I want to make some moves. I want to get past. What have you got? Oh, I think it's going to happen soon.
This definitely seems to be a matter of when, not if.
Yep, Diego saying it's too early to have tyre trouble. You're right. You are right. But Amir pitted very early. Look at Darren King right in that slipstream. Dives to the braking line.
Oh, Amir.
Amir held his line, though, is his right to. And Black Goldsaw takes the inside through the next corner. And he mugs Darren King in the process. Darren King then down a position after trying to get past one. That's a shame. That was a great move from Darren King, but didn't quite work out for him. I bet he's thinking, well, what do I have to do? He sold him the dummy the lap before, didn't work. Went to the outside the lap afterwards, still didn't work. And now he's lost a place to Black Goldsaw. And that's not a place you want to lose, because Black Goldsaw is very quick. And he's been released. And now he's after his main championship competitor. Amir is on the ropes.
Yeah, that was pretty much the worst thing Amir could have done. Potentially getting himself looked into by the stewards if they think that he was in the wrong there, and he's let his main rival through, so
yeah.
Honestly, it may have been better to let King through, maybe try and get a slipstream to drag him through, but no, he's now got a nightmare scenario in his hands.
I mean, if you think about it very plainly, Amir didn't move. He just took his line. He didn't go. He didn't push wide. He just took his line. I didn't see any, any kind of abnormal movement. I didn't see any kind of weird braking. It looked like Amir just took one straight line. So that's going to be very hard to penalise, to be honest. And if it is penalised, I think it'll be quite harsh. But we're not in charge of that. So we'll see what the outcome is. I'm sure there'll be a ruling on it. But unfortunately, it's hurt Darren quite a lot. And he's lost a place. And I don't know if he's going to have it left in him to get it back. He might do towards the end, once this little battle between Black Goldsaw and Amir kind of finishes. He might have another punt at it, but we'll see. We'll stay on board with these guys. Let's go on the... can't remember what I called this camera now.
Depression.
Depression camera. Good. Or are you just describing your current state of mind?
No comment.
Last race of the season, depression. Strangely enough, though, Black Goldsaw not using the slipstream there. Didn't want to get his tyres dirty on that inside line. Just stuck very straight. Oh, look at that. Speed through the mid-corner there, being shown from Black Goldsaw. I think here, this does not look like a very happy Amir. I think Amir's harbouring some kind of issue. It's probably tyre related. I've got a funny feeling he's suffering. It's not normal for him to have this kind of pace issue with these guys, so either he doesn't do well around here or he's harbouring some kind of issue that we're not too sure on. It's probably going to be tyre related, maybe pressures. Who knows? Black Goldsaw right on the gearbox, and he wants a piece of him.
Meanwhile, Masuda's come in again.
Not again! Sorry. Whereabouts is he? He's coming in again, okay? I thought you said he's coming again. I was like, where's he going? Was he here last time? Where is he? He's come in again. Okay, well that makes more sense. I thought we were going to look a little bit further back down the pack and just see Masood muscling his way through.
Oh, is Goldsaw going to go for the bus stop?
Possibly.
Surely not.
On the brakes.
I think he's lining himself up to... No. Maybe a switchback? Oh, was there a slight tap
there? There was a tap.
Or he came in tap from King.
There was a tap from both of them. All three of them tapped. And that's hurt all of them.
There's
really...
some slight grazing on the back of
Oh,
Goldsaw.
look at that movement from both of them. Darren King and Black Goldsaw battling it out. And he's lost the position. That was fabulous from Darren King. This is inspired driving we haven't seen from him all season. Great stuff. Sorry to interrupt you. I couldn't not shout about that.
It's fine, it's fine.
It was great stuff.
Yeah, if you look on the onboard camera, Goldsaw, you can see there's actually a bit of grazing on the back there where there wasn't before, which is a further proof of King's tapperage.
Tapperoonie. Little bus stop tapperoonie.
New penalties, but I will say after this.
Great stuff. Up the inside of the Camel. Black Goldsaw then. An absolute passenger in that. Darren King on fire. He's got that car spot on. People were saying that the Ferrari's good round here. You can see why. He's up another position. He's made good of his issue last time. And he's going to go on and fight again in a minute. And he's probably going to have another punt. There was me saying he's not going to have another chance. That's how quickly things can change when there's battling going on at the top end of the grid. After all of this, look, BMW Neil's running away, which is good to see. We're going to get another winner, I think, in Tier 1, Season 6. So we've only got 3 currently. There is a little group slowly catching. I think it's Vidlich, Holborn and Chorus. They're not too far away from this group.
Not too far at all. Remember, if Goldsor, if Husini finishes 3rd, Goldsor needs to be below 7th for Husini to take it. Was that what we said?
Yes, I think so. Or was it 2nd? One or the other.
Either 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah, but to be fair, if something happens with this battle and it sends Black Goldsaw off, that's it. Championship done. It's quite in the realm of possibility, considering you've got Vidlich, Holborn and Chorus and Cannabeach really close. It could be dangerous. Things are getting too risky for Black Goldsaw. He's smart letting them go. Well, he's not letting them go at the moment, though, is he? Yeah.
He's hounding back. Is King going to go try and do the same thing Goldsor did? Looks like it.
Oh,
yeah.
Little tap there from King, and it's going to lose him the position again.
Looked like he was just a bit too eager on the turn, and because it looked like he turned into Husini's line.
Yep, he did.
Oh, Goldsor let him through.
There we go. Here, this is now big brain coming in. Do I need to fight these guys?
Yeah, but that's let people like Vidlich catch up even more now. We're just going to put him under further risk. Because he knows King is quick on the straight, so he could have kept ahead, let King through on the straight by just letting his natural speed come through, and then that's less time wasted. But now, Vidlich is closer than ever. Yeah,
1.8 behind, you're right. If he falls too far back, then... Because technically, if anything happens here, he could technically fall back to 9th or 10th place. If something happens to Black Goldsaw, and that's it, championship over.
1.4 seconds, they closed 4/10 in that sector.
This battle is costing these guys time. Darren King all over the back of Amir Hosseini there after the Kemmel. Crazy stuff going on here. This last race of the season. Championship wide open still. We've only got 9 minutes left. I think they're using AC BOP. I don't think they're using their own BOP. No, it's the standard game-wide BOP as far as I'm aware. The current update BOP. Murphy saying this is the Darren King fan club. I think so. After what's happening now. Yeah.
So it is actually, if Hosseini finishes 3rd, Goldsor needs top 7. If Hosseini finishes 2nd, he needs a top 5. If he wins, Goldsor needs a top 4. Okay. That is the predicaments. And to be honest, him falling to 8th is a possibility.
Yeah, if he's not careful, he's got to be really on it at the moment and not to make a mistake. He's just got to stay with these guys to win. That's all he's got to do. Just stay on the back of Darren King. But whether he's got that in him, we'll see. It tests the racer in you, but you got to think long game. It's only 8 minutes, and you can crown yourself champion. So can confirm AOR uses SRO BOP. Right, I've got no idea. I'm assuming that's the BOP that everyone is using. I don't know, but thank you, Mr. Shenter. As far as I'm aware, it's the same as what you would if you went on a public lobby.
Right.
Yes. Right, we're going to have more fireworks in a minute, because Darren King is getting ever so close again. You can see the fire in his eyes as he, he hunts down Darren King. We went on board and looked at his little helmet, bless him. What's he going to do now? Goes to the outside. Amir stays strong. Amir's going
to try and keep it on the inside.
Yeah, he is. On the brakes.
Oh, look at Goldsor. Around the outside, keep it clean. And he has done so. He goes up into 4th. Again.
Good stuff.
Oh, he's gone deep into there. That's going to give King a look. Not enough, though, to have a move.
Again, trying to overtake Amir loses him the place to Black Gold Saw. It must be so frustrating. Every time he goes for a move, he loses the position. Now he's got to get past the Bentley as well as the Mercedes, and he's got half the time to do it in. Only 6 minutes left on the clock. Yeah, disappointing. But unfortunately, it seems to be trying to overtake Amir is inevitable at the moment.
Dread it.
I don't know.
Run from it.
What was that, sorry?
Dread it, run from it. Gold Saw still arrives.
That's a meme that I'm not aware of.
Ah, it is a marble thing.
Ah, got you. Okay.
Yes.
Should have aimed for the head.
Yeah, that's one.
That's a meme.
Well done.
Isn't that
Up next, we have all the references in the recent show WandaVision.
Oh, what did you think of the ending? Very confusing. Have you watched the end?
I've seen the whole series.
Okay,
yes.
Well, there might be people in the chat who haven't seen the end, so we'll be...
Yes, which is why I'm not saying anything about it.
Yeah, okay, I won't say anything else then either. Oh, Darren King looks like he's falling off the pace slightly now. Maybe the tyres coming into it. Definitely tyres could come into it now, but who knows?
Yeah. Violet 1.3 behind now.
Getting ever closer, isn't he? Hilburn and Cannabeach also staying with him. Amir Hassini is showing some kind of inner strength only known to those unknown to this planet. He seems to be an alien.
Violet has a drive-through.
Oh, that's pretty damn crazy, look.
Oh, also, yes, I forgot to go through the earlier penalties.
Let's.
Okay, contact between cars 10 and 79.
So 10 is...
Prendergast,
Prendergast, yes. And 79...
And 79 is Sanders.
Ooh, spicy. Who got the penalty?
It was
Both of them.
Prendergast.
Okay.
Prendergast got it for a moderate collision with Sanders. Contact between cars 23 and 181, lap 13, turn 1.
That's 7th, and... I don't know who 181 is. So, sorry. That doesn't
181
help,
is Gold Saw.
Ooh.
No further action on that.
Lucky.
Contact between cars 444 and 142, lap 14, turn 10. No further action.
That's Hequeezy, isn't it? Oh no, 444 is Kevin Niles.
Yeah.
Yeah, and was that 110, did you say?
142.
142. Can't see 142. Mike Verman.
No. Ah.
In the cool AMG liveried Mercedes. Probably one of
And
the
then...
nicest looking cars on the grid at the moment, if I might say myself.
Yes.
Anyway, back to the job in hand.
And then the way that Sanders got his penalty was contact with car 142 again. Lap 15, turn 19, so that must have been pretty late on in the lap. 15-second penalty for causing a moderate collision.
That was with Verman. Oosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the drive-through info has not come through yet. We just know that Violet has a drive-through.
I think at this point in the race, though, that must be track limits of some kind. He's doing it now.
He's come in.
Yeah.
Releases Hubern and Cannabeach.
Bless them. But it also does mute this little battle. Darren King almost going late there into the apex. Getting caught out, I think, by the train ahead of him. We're still on board with Black Gold Saw-ish.
They're actually coming up to traffic ahead of Kleinschmidt. So I don't think they'll get to him in time for him to cause any trouble.
Oh! That's slow!
What happened with Gold Saw?
No idea, but it's slow.
We've got more drive-throughs. Hubern and Cannabeach.
Oh
they
my
have
goodness,
drive-throughs.
both of them together. Okay, well, Black Gold Saw's got to be careful now. He doesn't want to be involved in any of these penalties. Maybe that's why he's thinking, let's just let him go past. Darren King got up a position. Yep, I think he is still using controller. This was confirmed over. And sorry, Diego, don't worry. There won't be any more One Division spoilers. It's fine.
I don't think we gave any.
I don't think we did, no.
We just said, oh, there was a confusing ending, that's it.
There was a very confusing... Well, it wasn't that confusing. It was quite confusing. Oh! Darren almost losing it on the rumble strip. Black Gold Saw almost being a passenger in that. Very, very, very close there. Black Gold Saw going deep into Puon. Yeah. You've got to be careful here. Darren King getting past. It is a masterclass in defending. Amir doing a very good job. Not aggressive either. Really, really Small changes in defence and still managing to keep his car right up there in 4th position. And Black Goldsaw and King, in 3rd position. Black Goldsaw and King now in a tussle.
Kleinschmidt has a drive-through as well.
Oh dear, all these boys getting drive-throughs. I can only think this is for limits and stuff.
Yeah, I think he came up with race control, which is the in-game thing, and then server is the AOR race control, bringing things in.
Yeah. Well, I really do hope that we don't have a penalty due to, that changes the championship at the moment. Yes, drive-through saving Goldsaw from potential heartbreak, definitely, at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Goldsaw got a little bit of a weight lifted off his shoulders. He probably can go for it a little bit more now, but I would still probably stay in 5th. He doesn't need to do any more.
Another drive-through. Oh no, that was just reminding that Cannon Beach still needs to service. He didn't come in for his drive-through yet.
Yeah. Gone round for another one.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got a bit of... Yeah, he's got clear air. That's probably why.
I mean, also, this is the final lap, so what happens if he doesn't come in on this lap?
He will come in at the end of this lap, I think. If he does, well...
So what I'm wondering if he doesn't, because this is the last lap.
He would have to come in, and hopefully his pit box is before the line. Yeah, Black Gold Soul, I think, has probably got the championship now, but I don't want to call it before we've got people coming over the line. We'll jump up towards the top end, see where BMW Niels is at the moment, because he's going to come across and get his first win of the season, and the last race of the season. But I think people in the chat are already saying it. Funny enough that a controller driver wins an ACC AOR trophy. Well, he's earned it. Really good season from Black Goldsaw, especially the latter end of the season. It was almost tears at the beginning, wasn't it? We were saying first 2 races in the 20s and the 30s he was finishing. But yeah, let's hopefully he doesn't get a drive-through or anything horrible for track limits. So we won't call it until he crosses the line. But it's looking good for Black Goldsaw and the championship. I think he missed out last year by just a couple of points, so this is redemption. But he's had a very tough old go at it, hasn't he? With Amir giving as much as he's taken. But we'll stay on board at the moment with BMW Niels. We've been a fan favourite of this guy, haven't we, throughout the whole season? He's got his windscreen wipers on, bless him. Collecting a win then. I think it's his first win with us, at least this season. Whether it's the first win with AOR, I'm not sure, but coming across the line soon. I don't think this is the counted line. It is good, yeah. I always get confused. Good job from him. That's very, very well done and deserved. Vasily Anarev then, unfortunately, coming away with 2nd position after the pole position, but still really good from him. And this is the battle that everyone wanted to see. So Amir Sini's coming across the line, and I think we can crown the Season 6 championship. And there he goes. They're all crashing into each other ceremonially. Black Goldsaw, I think, has taken the championship. Cannon Beach jumping across the line at the back there. Ferrari Niels coming across. We've got Haquizi, Martinez looking very close together. Very good stuff from them. All coming across the line quite nicely. Patrick Pigone also finishing across the line in 13th. Hamza Bellasim. And looks like that's Martinez. Yep, it is coming across the line. Nico Solman. Oh, it's a very slow car there. That is Nico Solman. Has he run out of fuel? Getting passed by lots of cars. What's happening there? We've got a good battle going on.
Too slow.
We've got a battle go. He's got passed by loads of people there. Vermin. Yeah, something happened there.
No, I think an incident happened because he's got damage on the rear.
Okay, well, maybe that'll be looked at afterwards. Yeah, Vermin, Goltz, all past him there. That was a bit strange. Never seen that before. Robin Rotterdam coming across the line too. And we are almost there. Luca Weidelich, after his drive-throughs, coming across now. Kleinschmidt is across the line as well. Ah, that's a shame for Luca. Really having a good race until that drive-through at the end. And there we go. Kieran Prendergast saying, sorry, Sanders. I must have something happened at the end. Oh, dear. So, Cannon Beach with plus 80 seconds for not serving the drive-through. There you go. So, Cannon Beach in 26th because of that. Huge penalty for not doing the drive-through. You were right. Definitely right. Interviews, indeed. We want Black Goldsaw. We want to have a chat. We haven't been able to collar him all season. I hope he can join us this time. That would be good. Have a little chat with him. If we could, even, some of the guys right at the top, if we could have a chat with all of them who were fighting for the championship. Who was that? There's Amir, Darren King, and Black Goldsword, but I think they'll probably all run away.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can have a chat with any of them. Amir Hassini saying that was the biggest battle in ever.
Goldsworth's in, ready to interview.
Yay! Let's have a little chat with him. And here he is. We've been trying to get you in all season, Mr. Black Goldsword, and it happens when you win the championship, buddy. Well done.
All calculated, man. All calculated.
We were a bit confused that you were fighting so hard with Darren King and Amir there at the end, because we just thought, just stay where you need to be. You don't need to do this. You've got it in the bag. Just keep it cut. There was people behind you getting drive-throughs, left, right, and centre. We didn't want it to happen and change the championship.
Yeah, I saw it happening, man. But it's a competitive side. I mean, I hate staying behind people and they don't do anything, you know.
Yeah,
So when I got the opportunity to overtake, I just took it, man. Sometimes I let Delkin go, but that was just for their top speed advantage, hoping they would attack Husseini.
Yeah, he was like an absolute brick in the road. Like Darren couldn't get past him at all, especially after the Kemmel. He tried, I think, 3 or 4 times, and every single one of them was unsuccessful, and ended up putting him behind you, which was great to watch. I don't think Amir was doing anything wrong. He's staying true on his line, but just I don't think Dalkin could find a way round that was didn't involve a little tap somewhere that just cost him the position to you. But you were so close last year, and you managed to get it this year. Obviously, I haven't seen you race beyond then. Is it your first championship with AOR?
No, I did like 3 or 4 seasons earlier.
Wow, so it's your second?
No, my third, my fourth. I should say fourth. My fourth.
Okay, so you're a considerable winner, a multiple champion now with AOR.
No, not a multiple championship, but I did ended up on the podium a few times.
Okay, fair enough. So this is your first championship then?
Yes, my first championship win.
Ah, got you. Okay, so it's your first championship win with AOR.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Even more celebrations. And we only heard today that you race with a controller. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's crazy. Are you just using a normal Xbox or PlayStation controller?
A normal Xbox One controller, yeah.
That's
just a little bit set up to my custom needs and the Steam setup. The program Steam, so
literally
it's
blown away by that, because you're racing against people with like thousands of pounds worth of sim kit, and you just won the top tier championship with AOR. Man, you should be really, really happy. I'm actually really proud. We've been on the fence with you guys, with you. I think BMW Niels, as we've been calling him, we've been cheering the way for him too. Amir seemed to be running away, but he's got to be thinking that crash at Bathurst cost him the championship. It must have done. But you come back strong, so well done, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I had my few incidents as well in Monza and Suzuka.
Yeah.
So that's the season, man. We all have our good and bad moments.
Well, you can be happy that you've done yourself proud, mate. You got yourself your first AOR championship all wrapped up. Are you going to be here next year or next season?
Yeah, probably with the V12, maybe.
I'm sure you've got the speed, but Gix are saying that you zip tie your thumbs to the controller. Well, why not? I would use super glue, either that or some kind of concoction involving sticks.
Yeah, Gorilla glue guy.
Yeah, $100 controller against $2,000 rigs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well done. Well, congratulations again. Anything to add, Saffzo? Is it still
well done, and how dare you do so well on the controller?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
No worries.
Yeah, I also want to say congratulations to Amir on P2 and I think Delking on P3, man. We had an awesome fight the entire race.
I mean, that's got to go down as the fight of the season. It was absolutely crazy. Some of those moves by Dalking as well were very, very good. So, yeah, he should be very pleased with where he finished too. But no, thanks for joining us, man. We've missed each other the whole time, and I've always wanted to get you in here. But I'm sure everyone else will join in congratulating you in the Discord and also in the chat. So everyone's saying well done.
Yeah, man. Thanks, guys.
No problem at all. Speak soon.
Yes, bye-bye.
Well, there you go. That's season 6, all tied up. We got a new champion, a champion who's never won a championship with AOR, which is incredible. He's won races, but never won the championship. So that is really, really good. Really, really good fun. Well, Saf, it's been an absolute pleasure to do this season with you. It's been great fun. We've had good fun chats. I think everyone in the chat has enjoyed it too. So hopefully you guys can join us same time, same place tomorrow. Well, Fizzymon will do the last race of the Tier 2 Championship, but I have heard on the grapevine that the Championship has already been tied up, but still, it should be a good race all the same. I'm not too sure when the next season starts. It will probably be in a couple of months' time. But all things considered, hopefully, Saf, you'll join me again, and we can go racing again for another couple of races and see if we can get Season 7 all wrapped up as well.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan indeed. Right, well, we'll end it there, guys. Thanks very much, as we said, for joining us, and we'll see you on the flip side whenever Season 7 comes. I've got no idea. It should come in the future. Join us tomorrow, like I just said, for the end of Split 2. But that's it for me. I'll see you soon. Saffzo, anything to end on?
No. Let's go on to Season 7.
Fingers crossed. We'll see you soon, guys.
Bye.